I had a conversation with my sister, and I remember her reciting this Chinese proverb to me. I looked it up later, and that's why I know it's a Chinese proverb, but it goes, "When the winds of change blow, some people build walls and others build windmills." It's a proverb that has always really stuck with me since, because I've had so many situations in my life where I've had to look at myself in the mirror and tell myself to be a windmill, to accept change as it comes and not resist it like I usually do, like I have the tendency of doing. Change is something that we're all afraid of. It is so human to hate change because change can make your very comfortable life complete chaos. It could completely turn your life upside down with no warning. And it just really sucks in the moment. It really does. But change is also a blessing in disguise. If things stayed the same forever, I think life would be so boring and so not worth living. But change keeps things exciting. It keeps things fresh. And although sometimes it can cause pain, the pain is worth it. Which sounds crazy, but it's true. I mean, I remember me and my friend, we went to go see a psychic not too long ago. And although I'm a very spiritual person, I can still be kind of skeptical when it comes to psychics, especially if I'm paying $40 to go see one. Like, yes, they better be good. And honestly, the psychic was all right. But one thing that I do remember pointing out that I found to be very accurate was how I'm unafraid of change. It's something that I embrace rather than reject. And hearing that was so cool because just a couple years back, I mean, I would not have considered myself to be that way. I would have considered myself to be someone who hated change with their entire being. I hated the idea that one moment you could be so comfortable and things can be so great, and the next, like, you lose all of that. But I've noticed the biggest, like, telltale sign that change is about to ensue is when things get too comfortable. That's when change is needed the most. There is this tarot card called the Wheel of Fortune. It is, I believe it's the 10th major arcana card. I may be mistaken on that. But the Wheel of Fortune, it literally represents the universe stepping in and making changes in your life that you have no control over. It is literally the universe intervening and creating some sort of change that you cannot stop. It is unavoidable. It's gonna happen no matter what. And it's actually a very scary tarot card for people who are just starting out because they're like, holy crap, like the Wheel of Fortune, like things are gonna take a turn. But as someone who has been into tarot for a long time, it is one of the coolest tarot cards. I mean, you know, it really promises like a fresh start, a new beginning, an entering of a new cycle. It's just important that we all reach a point where the idea of a new beginning is not so scary and it's exciting and I'm ready for a fresh start. I think going back to the proverb that I talked about earlier, it's so important to navigate situations in your life as a windmill. You want to be adaptable to change. You want to be in sync with the universe in a way. You don't want to stop something from happening because it's scary. Learning to let go of control is literally, it feels like a trust fall. You have to really just like step into the unknown and accept that like you don't know where you're going next. You don't know what's going to happen next. You have no control over that. The very first time you allow yourself to let go of control, it's going to suck. It's going to suck in the moment. It really will. But over time, it's going to work itself out. And you're going to grow and develop this sense of courage that you've never had before. You're going to realize like, holy crap, I went through that. It was really painful, but I got to move forward. And now my life is even better than it was before. And I am capable of doing this again. There's something so vulnerable about letting go of control because you're basically accepting that I could get hurt from this. I could experience pain from this, but I'm going to do this anyway because the pain will be worth it. I have been in situations where I'm like, I don't know where this is going. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna get hurt. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm willing to accept the hardships that come with it because I want to have this experience. And sometimes it works out, and other times I get hurt, but then it works out anyway. Like, it's always gonna be a win. I'm someone who believes that everything happens for a reason. And so I just kind of like allow myself to be in the flow of the universe because I trust that I will be taken to the places and the people and the experiences that are right for me. When something doesn't really work out for me, I allow myself to be upset about it because, you know, that is human. Don't be a robot. Don't be like, oh, whatever. Well, you know, that's fine. Moving on. Like, allow yourself to feel it out. Allow yourself to be upset. Allow yourself to be sad about it. But also realize, like, the universe is also trying to make space for the things that are meant for you. Always, always, always be a windmill. Be adaptable, be flexible, be patient, go with the flow of life, be vulnerable, be open, be willing to get hurt, be willing to put your heart on your sleeve. I wrote this thing on my notes app the other day and I just want to share it. Reminding myself that one of the bravest things one can do is trust fall into the universe's hands and let go of the need to control. To willingly choose to move through a foggy path, accepting that you may trip on rocks and bruise your shins. To allow yourself to get lost and lose sight of the path you were following, and to ultimately find your destination stronger than you ever were before. I choose to open my heart. I choose to have faith. I choose to trust. I want you guys to repeat a similar affirmation to yourselves and to get in this energy of flowing with the current instead of against it. And trust that in time, everything that is meant for you will manifest into your life. Keep moving forward, keep doing your thing, and whatever is meant to be will be. Okay, you won't have to force anything. You will be okay. Be a windmill, always. That's it for today. Bye-bye.